Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Um, okay, we have some things to talk about. Okay, the first thing is that the Haiti scam has been exposed, okay? And the $4.4 billion that was spent on 6 homes that were supposedly built, all of the contracts, Haiti's company just got hit with 2%, and it has been exposed.
In 2010, the earthquake of Haiti, not only American taxpayers, but the whole world has given billions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation for the Haitians. Not even 2% of that money went back to Haiti. So Mr. Trump, we are asking you, begging you, the Haitian community will side with you if one day you ask Hillary Clinton publicly to disclose the audit of all the money they have stolen from Haiti in 2010 after the earthquake. Haiti is a very poor country. Haiti needs defenders. You said you will champion our cause. We welcome you, sir, and we will work with you. But please, ask publicly Hillary Clinton, during your next debate, to publish the audit of all the money they have stolen from Haiti. Thank you, sir.
So, Katie, okay, with Batshit Bunkers Britain, she wants you to see what UK censorship is like in real time. So watch this and watch the exact moment that the plug gets pulled. She said North Korea has nothing on the UK.
Just gonna see if this works or not in terms of sound, because this is Katie's Arms live. Let me know if you can hear me or not. I was indoors, but then I thought, actually, if you're in the UK and watching this, you'll probably quite like to see the sea or some blue sky. So I just ran outside. Oh, there you are. Yes, you can hear me. So I am on the beach in just outside Clearwater in Florida. And what I thought was I would try and bring you a little bit of blue sky, because I know the UK is so horrible right now. So this is me bringing it to you. And I have to say, just before you think I'm a right cow, or I mean, you can think I'm a right cow anyway, that's fine. But before you think I'm a right cow for doing this to you, it isn't actually that warm. Like, I'm a little bit chilly, so I may have to hop off in a minute and go and get a sweater to be able to do this. But it's obviously there's nothing to complain about. And where I am right here is exactly where all these lovely people were hit by. Maybe some of you are, oh, LA is here. Hello, lucky bugger. I know I'm lucky. So exactly at this spot and all around here is where Hurricane Milton hit. So there was Hurricane Helene, as you will remember, or many of you here will know. And then there was Hurricane Milton. I think it was 4 days later. Forgive me if I'm wrong on the detail. And that was about, was it 4 or 5 months ago? December, January, February. Time goes so quickly. So these lovely people here, many of them lost everything. Many of them lost homes. Many of them still don't have homes, actually, or there's homes that need to be demolished. And everywhere you go here, there's someone who's still, like, the story's just there about, oh, did you do all right with the water? How are you doing after the water? You know, stories behind a bar of a lady who the water didn't come in at her like we would imagine. The water came up from the floor and it went up to 10 feet, but it just kept rising and rising and rising. And so she, like a trooper, proper barmaid, went round the neighbourhood waking up all the elderly people she knew, because they were in their beds and the water was just rising by stealth around them. I mean, Jesus, can I say something else about Katie's Arms? Because we're not starting in our normal fashion. I'm in Florida, the free state of Florida. And that behind me is the Gulf of America. This is a teetotal, Katie's Arms, for three reasons. So I'm going to try and sell you the noble reasons first, okay? If you know me, you know that I drink squash, so don't nag me about, oh, Katie, you shouldn't drink that, it's really bad for you. I don't care. I hate water. I hate drinking water. I hate that you get given water when you have a meal and you're, oh God, and you're supposed, oh, things are still a bit wonky around here, including me, of course. No, exactly, no Merlot, because it's only 3 o'clock here. But there is, so I'm going to still sell you this, the good side of me that I was trying to make out. So I'm drinking squash, A. B, I just went to the CVS and got more squash, all good. B, I'm going to say this, but actually it's a bit duplicitous. So Dapper did a post. You know how much I love Dapper. Well, if you don't, I do. And he did a post because he is sober. And as many of you might know, my favourite people on the planet are addicts who are now sober, because I definitely fit into that in some way or other, my behaviours, I'm sure. But regardless, Dappy did a video, which I just saw, and someone had kind of taken the piss, like, oh, has your wife allowed you to start drinking on holiday or something? I didn't really get the whole thing, but Dapper was basically explaining like what it's actually like to be an addict and how he's trying every day to give it all up for the sake of his wife and children. So recovering alcoholics are my favourite people. Recovering alcoholics at a bar, I don't know, I love them. So I was going to try and say that this is for Dapper, this is my squash, but that's really actually quite naughty. Not that I don't love Dapper, I do, and not that I don't agree with everything Dapper's saying about his addiction and what he's trying to do for his family and his children, because I think he's marvellous. But the truth is that I hired a bike whilst I'm here. I still have my bike, and I really like my bike, because Florida, it turns out, who knew, is completely flat, if not downhill at all times. And I don't know how something is downhill at all times, but apparently here in Florida it is. I mean, it does also explain why everyone got washed away in a hurricane. But so it's really easy to cycle no matter what state you're in. And today, by some, I don't know what happened, it's a mystery, but Dapper, top guy, yes, where am I? I'm just in Florida, just down from Clearwater. So this bit is kind of Bel Air Beach into, is it Indian Rocks, yes. And this is the bit where Hurricane Helene hit. So I'm just basically going around trying to jolly things along. Anyway, I accidentally, before I came to do this, went on my bike, accidentally ended up a long way away at something called Krabby's. I don't know if you know what about Krabby's. Oh, I'm in Wakefield selling candles at a night market. Oh, hi from wet and windy Telford. Oh, hi. Oh, sorry, what a backdrop. Let me get out the way of it. Maybe this is the Katie's Arms we all needed without me in it. Shall I just do this for half an hour? I'm really sorry that it's shit in the UK. I'm not trying to be a twat by being here. I'm just trying to... Look, this is what it's like in other countries. I don't know how to make this okay. So anyway, Krabby's, right. So I accidentally kept on pedaling, so I was having a lovely time, and everyone here says hello. So I get to be like the Queen. I just go to, hi, hi. And then when I'm being an arsehole on my bike, so I'm not very good on it, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm British, sorry. And everyone's like, that's okay. So off I go, and I end up at Krabby's. I don't know if you know Krabby's. Now, I'm not going to be rude and tell you that Krabby's sells crabs, but it does. And then it's like really hot in the garden there. And then it was like sunny, and then the bartend was really funny. And so I ended up having a glass of wine. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is I'm not really a very good person, as you know. I drink too much wine, and I totally love recovering alcoholics, but I'm not ready to be one yet. That's what I was going to say. Don't get me started. So what do I have to tell you? Many things. So I'd like to say, if you are watching, also to the people in Krabby's, as it turns out, there's quite a lot of people who watch Batshit Bonkers Britain, where I am. So it's the strangest thing. So people come up and go, Batshit Bonkers Brit. Everywhere I go. And then other people who are in the vicinity but don't, know about our pub. I'm not on holiday. I'm just helping a few people out, but also doing some writing. But so people are coming up and going, Batshit Bonkers Brit, which is like the most brilliantly American thing I could ever have, and then giving me a good wash on the back, because most of them are quite big bearded men. So to an outsider, it just looks like Floridians are coming over and going, you're batshit bonkers, slap. So I just sort of go, yes, that's me. We talked about this before, but I don't really know what to say. I just say, oh, thanks so much. Anyway, please know that our family here, so in Krabby's now, there's lots of people drinking to batshit bonkers. And then a guy got his phone out because he'd watched my batshit bonkers this morning. Oh, I've got an eyelash. Hold on. That's not good. I can't see. So this guy got his phone out and he was like, this is you. This is you. And I was like, yeah, that's me. He goes, no, I knew. This is you because this is your sweater. It's like, yes, that is my sweater. And those earrings are the same earrings. And I was like, yes, that's because it's me. Anyway, the joy is, and I know you're all over the place, is that Batshit Bonkers is officially a thing. And it's become a greeting call. Batshit Bonkers Brit. So if ever you do see me out and about, or, any country, or you see, do just shout it. Because other people join in now as well. Yeah, she's batshit bonkers. Okay, now I want to talk about Virgin. If anybody here is, oh yeah, Tommy, golly, I need to talk to you about that as well. I wonder if I should just go and get I think I should go and get my Mac actually. Okay, stay there. There's something I need to share with you. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I should have been more organised, obviously, but I've just someone asking me how.
So now I'm going to show you something, okay? Because New York City is trying to sue the president and federal agencies after FEMA reclaimed $80 million originally that was allocated for migrant services. And a lawsuit filed in Southern District of New York names Trump Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and DHS Secretary Kristi Noem as defendants. And Mayor Adams calls the move an unlawful money grab, while the Trump administration defends it as a reversal of sanctuary city funding, and the legal battle highlights ongoing federal state tensions over immigration policy. So I'm going to show you this, okay? And what it says here is Donald Trump, in his official capacity as President of the United States, U.S. Department of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, in his official capacity of Secretary of Treasury, Patricia Collins, in her official capacity of Treasurer of the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency, Cameron Hamilton, in his official capacity as senior official performing the duties of the Administrator of U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Federal Emergency Management Agency, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, in her official capacity as Secretary of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Department of or Agency of Unknown Identity, John or Jane Doe, in his or her official capacity as head of U.S. Department of Agency of Unknown Identity. Yeah. So this was sent in by a community member, and she wanted me to share this. She says she saw this on Facebook in her area of Oregon, and she said there's a lot of people that have a well And if they start here, it's going to spread like a domino effect. She said she thought it might be a good way to snip it off in the bud. So if I share this, and so you could see it. Okay, it says Oregon Water Well Monitoring Metering Taxing, HB 3419. Look up all the amendments. Oregon is wanting to monitor, meter, restrict, tax our water and water wells now. You better read this and all the amendments. Read all the amendments. That's where all the bad news hides. I don't know how to tell you to find it all, just giving you a heads up. And if you find more, let everybody know. There you go. And this was sent in by a community member. This is a local neighborhood group posted this. She said, if you own or use a well in Oregon, please read. This is not a forwarded message. The Oregon legislature is trying to pass a bill that will require water flow meters and reporting of these readings to the state of Oregon in all wells, springs, streams, ponds, basically anything that you can store and use water. She said, I spent most of the day at the Capitol yesterday working my butt off trying to get this bill ousted. However, there is a lot of environmental groups for this bill. This will become a tax on your well water. That's absurd. I mean, even people here in Florida, if you have a well, you don't have a water bill, you know? She said, I have seen this time and time again with water, and this is not a new concept. However, this year they've tried to sneakily put it into a stuff bill, which means they took a one-page bill, turned it into a 9-page bill shortly before public comment session. Had it not been for me and I carefully dissected the bill and the associated statutes, there would have been little to no pushback. A few other states have enacted similar bills, and within a couple of years, well users were paying for their water out of their own wells that they paid for. They paid for the pumping system, treatment, power for the pump, and all associated repairs, only to pay the state on top of all of that. It's a huge overreach and will be devastating to any and all homeowners in this state who benefit from this. I will also include many mobile home parks, small municipalities, rural towns, all on wells. This will affect them as well. Other things this will affect is the flow in the Lacombe irrigation district, drainage ditches, farmers who used to pump in Lebanon, Albany, Tangent, Staten, Almsville. I will fight tirelessly for all of you to the best of my ability and knowledge to get this shot down. However, if this goes any further, we need to flood them with public testimony. The bill in question is HB 3419. You must click on the amendments. Otherwise, it will bring up the placeholder bill that is deceiving and doesn't show what is really in this bill. Bottom line, if this bill passes, be expected to pay after a very short period of time for your water use. You will be limited to the gallon of what is legal. Oh my God. And be prepared to shell out $1,500 to $5,000 up front for each water source on your property. Not city water, to clarify. Thanks for reading and please share. Oh my God. This is crazy. And here's something else to do with water. The EPA is going to be testing drinking water in eastern Kentucky. Yeah. I mean, so if you're in eastern Kentucky, you know, I don't know what to tell you, because I think they're going to be testing for E. coli. So the link will be in the description box below, okay? Okay, so you see this? This is a cartel locator chart. Yeah. How crazy is this? Look at all of them. Look at all of them. How nuts, right? Okay, now I was sent this email, and it says, have you heard why Trump removed the White House pages pertaining to the documents that included the Constitution? He did no such thing. Okay, and I'm going to show you proof. Just give me a second. And it said, and why are they not backed up? Also, a few months ago, I came across something that that stated Trump had converted to Judaism at the end of his first term. Have you heard anything about this? No, he did not. I am doing global research on so much that I don't have time for these bunny trails. There's also a lot of destroying of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and constructing a new temple in Jerusalem. Why, when this country needs so much rebuilding? I voted for Trump, yet there are things he is doing that concern me, not at least of which is the Stargate project. I don't... Stargate project. Okay, I'm going to look into that. Okay. You see that? This is the White House website. And there is the Constitution. Okay? There we go. Okay? No need to be upset. It's still there. I don't... And see? Can you see that? The White House. Okay? Please don't be upset. Okay? Nothing has changed. I don't know who gave you that information, sweetie. But it's not good information. Okay? Trust me. All right? I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't know who gave you that information. But it's still there. Okay? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, all right? And I'm not going to sit here and bring you to a website that's not true, right? I mean, I just showed you the White House. So, yeah, it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, honey, all right? Just be careful who you get your information from, okay? Okay, so this came in and it says 2024 YR4 percentages have increased. Your rabbit hole now awaits. Oh dear Lord. Okay. It's not what they're saying, and it's not what they are not saying that should concern you. It's what they are letting others do that are not professionals that should scare you, the sin out of your body. No. Okay. Ugh. All right. And now I leave you with these two videos that were sent in by community members, okay? You guys have a great day. Ciao.
Alexa, do robots take over?
Yes. In 2027, robots take over everything for approximately 32 hours, but humans regain control.